Join me as I make my Sunday outfit. That's the flare skirt. What you have to do is to get your waist measurement, because that's the measurement you are to use to get the circumference, the flare. So fold your fabric into two in a triangular shape. Get your waist divided by 4 at 1 inch sewing allowance. Use it to get your waist. Then from there, from the tip, get your length. That's the length of the skirt. I actually decided to make my own a full long skirt. You can decide to make yours to be 3/4 or half, whatever length you want. Just measure it from waist. That's from where you got your waist measurement. Measure it to get your length, the full length of the skirt. Then take it back to the tip to get a full. Take it back to the tip and measure to that, to where you marked as your skirt measurement, the length of your skirt. Then the reason for taking it to the tip is to get a complete and well equaled down part, so that one side will not be high and one side be lower. It's just to get or an equal length, whichever one. So from that tip, continue to rotate your, continue to move your tape, continue to move your tape and mark, continue to move your tape and mark from there to get your full skirt length. So in my own case, because I decided to make a full long skirt, okay, a full long, that's a full length of a circular skirt, so one part of the fabric became shorter than the other side. From the folding, it's bound to happen. So what you would do is, after getting the full length of the skirt, the next thing you have to do is to join to the side that looks shorter. Join fabric, because there is no way the whole fabric will be equal. All right, so here I trimmed down, I trimmed out the excess, the part that is not needed for the style that I'm making. I trimmed it out and I equally cut out the down parts. From where I measured the length, I cut out the down part. Then I think I'm unable to get to capture the lower part. Okay, so I added another fabric to the side that it's not equal, that became shorter. So after that, I trimmed it out. Then I used the first one that I cut to place on I placed the first one, which is the front part. I placed it on the one that I just folded right now, which is the back side of the fabric. I just used it to trace the back side. So that's what I did here. You don't actually need to add a zip allowance, because you already added 1 inch. It's enough. But you just, if you still want to add, you can actually decide to bring out another 1 inch for the back side. Then from that 1 inch, you place the front part. You can see here what I was trying to explain, that part of the front side, part of the skirt, it's not equal. That's the down part, because the fabric, there's no way you fold it. You fold it. This is a 180 flare into 2. It will give you 360. There's no way you fold it that it will be equal. So what you will do is, after cutting it out, now use the other piece of the fabric that is remaining, use it to pin it to the side that is shorter. When you are done pinning it, turn it over and cut it out with the side that has the length that's the side that has the complete length. Okay, so that's exactly what I am doing here. What I'm doing here is to pin so that it will not scatter. Pin so that it will not scatter. After pinning, when you are done with the pin, with pinning that side, just turn it over and cut out The reason for this is to have an equal length. Okay, to have an equal length. But if you are making a 3/4 or a short length, you don't need all this process. Okay, you don't need all this. Why I am doing this is because I decided to make a very full length of a circular skirt. So you can see right now that the all sides are equal. You can see they are all equal right now. So the same thing was equally done to the other parts of the skirt. I equally pinned and trimmed out. So after that, I had to join the two pieces, the front and the back, and I did the final trimming to make sure that I have exactly what I want. Then I just took like 2 inches inside from the joining, that's the seam allowance, and curve it so that that place will not be pointed. So that's exactly what I did here. So okay, note before that I had to do this cutting on the floor because of the width of the skirt, the wideness of the skirt. My table cannot contain it. I can't do the cutting on my table because the skirt is very wide, the down part is wide, and I don't need to start stressing myself on shifting and all that. So I decided to do the cutting on the floor. You can decide to do your own anywhere you want it. If you want on the table, if you want on the floor, the choice is all yours. But when I'm cutting a fabric that is very wide, I usually decide to cut on the floor. So here we are to cut the top. So over to your top part, that's to the top. Measure the biggest size of your body, of your upper body. Mine is my bust. If yours is your tummy, use your tummy to get the folding of your fabric. So divide your bust into 4, add 2 inches. 2 inches is just for the seam, the dart, the same allowance, and the dart. With that measurement you've gotten, fold your fabric into 2. Take a measurement first, your armhole and your half length, which is where your waist measurement will be. On your armhole, get your bust measurement divided by 4 plus 2. On your half length, get your waist measurement divided by 4 2. Then I added 2 inches because I am meant to add another 5 inches length, which is the casing plate that the top has on the down part. So right now I am getting my waist measurement. Then I did my neck width, 3.5 for the neck width, and the neck depth is 6 inches. I just added another 1 inch as a bit V shape. Then here I got my bust measurement from your bust to get from your when you've gotten your bust, then you now curve your armhole. I came in by 1/2 inch. That's what I just did, by 1/2 inch. Then remember that this top is of 2 segments, the upper part and the lower part. So the lower part is the casing plate that it has. Here I am trimming out the neckline, then the shoulder and the armhole. So the front part of the top is ready. Also, fold your fabric with the same measurement, but this time around add 2 inches extra for the zipper allowance. The zipper allowance 2 inches. If you want to use 1.5, it's fine by you, okay? But what I did here is I added 2 inches for my zipper allowance because I will still turn the lining of that side. So, but there is something I usually to take notes here. I usually add 1.5 inch to the back shoulder because I have a broad shoulder. If you have a broad shoulder, always observe this. If not, your top will not give you a nice fitting. So from that 1/2 inch that you added at the top, at the upper part for the shoulder, it will make the back side to be longer. From there, now place the front part of the top, place it there and carve out mark out the whole thing. Then that 1/2 inch that I removed here, my neck depth is 3. The width is the same, okay? It's just the neck depth that changed. Then on the armhole, that 1/2 inch that I removed because of the bust, because of the shaping of the front armhole, replaced it on the back. That is what I just did here. I replaced it on the back part, okay? Then after that, the top is ready to be cut out. Just cut it out, okay? Cut it out, and the back side is ready. I'm cutting the neck here, the shoulder, the armhole, the side seam, and the back is ready. So the next thing we have to do is to cut use your bust point interval. My own bust point interval is 4.5, okay? Your bust point interval is your nipple to nipple, the distance from one nipple to another. So what I did here, take notes again, is that I trimmed out 1 inch from the down part of my zip. This will eliminate zip bulging, the bulging of the zip. So that just from the center seam, that's where your two zip intersect. Go in by 4 inches from there. Take measurement of 1 inch and trim out, okay? So what I want to do here is to put in my dart line. So I've taken the 4.5 inch in. I added 1/2 inch for my joining allowance. So take it up to the of your armhole and cut. It's your dart and also a form of style line, okay? It's actually your dart that you're trying to create here, okay? So the same thing I did on the back part is what I equally did on the front part. I did not want any cup on this top. I don't want any form of cup, whether breast pad or ordinary cup. I don't want it. I only put my normal dart. So, which means I have to use bra to wear this. So, the back, you just have to open the zip part in order to separate the back side, okay? And in a case whereby your fabric does not have front and back, like the front back side, that's the wrong and the right side look similar, what you just have to do is to label as you are cutting it. Just label it as you're cutting it. So right here, the top is ready. What you just have to do next is to place your lining and use your fabric to cut out your lining. That is all.